2010 Chevy Silverado 1500. The average man's working truck, but it's better than yours, because it's a Chevy. This truck is a base model. It has a single cab, a 4.3-liter Vortec V6, 195 horsepower, 260 foot-pounds of torque, and room for 3 people if you don't mind being shoulder to shoulder. And it's an automatic, so that means it's a column shift, and it's 4-speed with overdrive, which basically means it's a 5-speed. And it's rear-wheel drive instead of being 4x4, because again, base model. This is the type of work truck somebody would get if they're just starting out in the blue-collar work field such as construction. It's got enough room in the bed for most things you're going to carry with you and decent power from the V6 while still getting 15 mpg city and 21 highway, with the ability to tow up to 4,800 pounds. Not too shabby in my opinion. All of that and with it being relatively cheap for 2010, starting at $20,850 with this truck and able to be optioned up to $32,525. That in 2020 money is $24,515 and $38,242 respectively. You know, it's kind of weird to think that inflation has gone up almost 18% in just 10 years. I guess we're all just getting old, eh? If God exists, he drives a Chevy. So how does it feel to drive? Similar to just about every base model truck out there. But I don't have too much experience driving trucks as this was the first time I was ever behind the wheel of one. In the basic way I can describe it, it feels floaty like a RAV4, but with less weight over the rear wheels because there's no roof or hatch there, of course. So it feels a bit like a boat when it comes to responsiveness. You start to turn the wheel or press the gas or brake and the truck thinks about it for a second because it doesn't want to, but seeing as how it can't drive itself, it begrudgingly responds to your commands. Kind of like a night owl when it gets woken up in the morning and is given a to-do list before they've even had their morning coffee. Pop the hood for me.
Let me not pull a Christian.
Oh yeah.
I ain't got a trunk.
Yeah. You ain't got to worry about popping the trunk on this one.
Dude, I fucking died.
Okay, right? He's like, oh, I popped the wrong way. It's like, you dumbass. So this is the V8. It's fucking back in there. It's almost like mid-engine in this shit.
Wanna hear it?
Fuck yeah. Yo, that's kind of mean, actually. Oh, your truck fucking shook when I did that. I almost tripped on the toolbox.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit back there.
Yeah, so, you may not like it, but this is what pure masculinity looks like. I'm gonna go fuck my cousin. I kind of want to jump out the bed, but at the same time, I don't want to break my fucking ankle.
Go for it. It'd be great for a blooper.
Oh my god.
And I was recording, so that's cool.
You were?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try that again. One more time. Hold up. Maybe this time I'll actually catch myself. Hi, I'm Rooski Mike. And welcome to Jackass, bitch. That's gonna be the intro. Oh, fuck, that kinda hurt my foot a little bit. Cause like, these boots don't have much support because there's like no tread left on them, so it's like all foam.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, jumping out of it seems scarier than it is because like my eyes are like 6 foot higher. So it's like, oh, it's not that bad. But it looks bad because I'm tall as shit.
Yeah, and then you get on there and you're like, damn, this is a further drop than what I thought.
Okay, right? It's like the drop. It's only about, you know, chest level. But my eyes are all the way up fucking here, so it's like, yo, we gonna die? Jesus.
Alright, what was I doing?
Like, pay me like one of your country boys.
Until she showed me her titty.
My god. Just, fuck you, bitch. You. So why is it that like every country person's car or truck is named Betsy?
I think it's just a southern thing.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. This right here, lymphoma awareness. Shout out to my little nephew, 4 years old, beat cancer.
Oh, he did.
He beat
Fucking
cancer.
good
He's
for
in
him.
remission.
Good for him.
They went back to the hospital yesterday to do another PET scan on him, and it's gonna take 1 or 2 more days until we get the final results, but he's all good.
Well, that's fucking great. Oh, there's a curb.
Yeehaw!
There's another curb. A little bit. This shit telescope at all? No?
Nope.
So what I get is what I get?
What you get is what you get.
Sounds about fair.
Roll this bitch up so you don't have wind blowing through your audio.
Appreciate it, brother.
Should I do what Christian done and like put my face up in? Nah.
Oh god, it's been so long since I've used a roll-up window.
Yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah.
For it to be a 2010, I'm surprised it wasn't electronic.
Right? I also haven't used a key ignition in like forever and a fucking half. So I was like, hold on.
That one over there don't work. I mean, it blows, but it doesn't move all that much.
This one doesn't move either, apparently.
Okay, none of them do. Okay, this one does. That's about it.
This one doesn't blow, this does.
It's a Chevy.
So you excuse for everything, it's a Chevy. Alright. Yeah, I've never used a column shifter before.
Really?
Really, really. It's my first time driving a truck. So
The brakes are a little weird, so you might want to go ahead and press them, get used to them.
okay, they're not too different from my car and my Sentra and shit. I just gotta get used to like the field of view, because I'm not used to being up this high. I'm used to like, the highest I really go is my mom's RAV4. So it's like...
But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for, like, in height-wise. If I do end up getting this truck, I am wanting to put a lift kit on it. I'm not wanting to put slacks or anything.
The official fucking...
It's not gonna be like one of those big yee-hee trucks.
It's not gonna be a yee-yee kind of thing. It's gonna be like a tasteful lift kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will swap it to a manual transmission, and I'm also gonna put a 4-wheel drive differential in it.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna be running mudslingers on this bitch. Hell yeah.
You know, the thing about big trucks is, like, I don't realize a lot of time is, like, you're so high up and shit, and, like, it feels so slow, but, like, just doing that, I was doing 20, I'm like, it didn't fucking feel like it at
Like
all.
I say, man, this thing will get up and go if you let it. I mean, I shit you not, I know in the comments, from people that watch and actually comment on your videos, they're gonna say something about this. But I bet money, all the money in my pocket, not gonna say how much, but all the money in my pocket.
It's a little
buddy,
it's a little bit more than nothing, but not enough
exactly.
to be something.
My old buddy owns a 2005 Ford Mustang.
Okay.
We raced down this road right here, late at night one night, like 2 in the morning. From all the way back there, before you start turning,
Yeah.
he had me on acceleration, top speed, I smoked it.
Goddamn.
In this truck.
Yeah, the dial only goes to 120, but I'm betting it's a little more than that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been clocked because one of my buddies has a speed radar,
Yeah?
and we were just wanting to test it. He clocked me doing almost 145.
Jesus Christ.
But the only downfall about this truck is once you hit like 115, it has that government shut-off on it.
Yeah, where it starts cutting fuel and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is in my car. Like,
So luckily I was going downhill.
like I haven't hit top speed in my car, piece of wood, and truck, so I don't gotta worry about hitting it. But my car, she's governed to 152, but if I take it off, I can hit 179.
Hell yeah.
And I only know that because like Forza. And like forums and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this truck. It's a nice truck. It's just, once I get the front end realigned and stuff, it'll be a lot smoother. But I mean, even still, it's a pretty smooth ride.
Yeah, it's like pretty smooth already and shit.
The one thing I don't like about it is that there is a good bit of road noise in this thing.
Which isn't too bad, it's to be expected.
Especially when you're going down the interstate doing 80, 90.
Yeah.
Then it sounds like the windows are down when the windows are up.
Yeah, but I mean like, what year is this, 2010?
Yeah, it's a 2010.
Okay. Yeah, like, not much road insulation. I'm still trying to get used to how big the truck is because I'm trying not to like be off the road since there's no fucking shoulder on this shit. It's just dirt and ditch.
Yeah.
So, still pretty nice though.
I love this fucking truck, dude.
Yeah, that's one thing with brakes. I gotta remember, like, big truck, you gotta push the brakes a little more.
Try driving a big ass piece of equipment like a 30-ton truck, dump truck all day,
and then you drive
and then
this
have to drive this thing home.
Yeah. Like, you'll be driving this like I drive the fucking Genesis.
Yeah.
Or like how I used to drive the Sentra. Because, I mean, we both know how I drove that bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's got low tire pressure.
I'm pretty sure it's the same excuse as Christian. Our sensors are fucked up on this thing.
Oh, yeah. Is there if I got it real quick?
I don't care. Go for it.
There's so much lag in that. I mean, then again, it's a truck. Can't really expect too much. And finally at 60.
Yeah, this thing don't have a whole get up and go, but once you start moving, you will move.
Yeah.
Done that to my dad one day. In one of the other trucks that we had. I really wish my dad had his old truck that you could do a review on. It was a 93 Chevy Silverado 2500, cherry bombed.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
It was a big block.
Jesus.
I didn't know it was a big block until the other day.
What, 396 or like 454?
I believe it was a 454.
God damn.
We done so much work on that. Like when I was younger, I was about the same size, but when I was younger, my dad's friend, his stepdad owns a shop, and he told my dad, you know, all the tools you need is there. You're like family, use it if you have to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So we towed the truck up there.
There's a lot of things in life that require effort from 2 or more people. Like on this truck, for example. If something were to break on it, especially something big, and you had to pull out the motor or pull out the transmission, more than likely that would be a 2-person job. And if it's just you doing it by yourself, then it's going to be exponentially harder. And most of the time when it's something that big, it's only going to get done if you have 2 people. And just like with cars and trucks, friendships are like this too. If there's only one person putting in effort to try to fix or salvage what's left of a friendship, then it's just not going to happen, no matter how much you want it to. And so you're in this situation, and what can you do exactly? One thing you do is tell parts of the story, even to people who weren't there and who won't understand it, in hopes that the good memories would make everything better, because by telling those stories about them, it shows that you still care and that you're still thinking about them, even if they're not thinking about you. But here's the thing. Telling the stories won't help. It's not going to trigger those good memories, and chances are, even if they stayed to listen, they won't pay attention enough to notice the details of what you're really trying to say. So why hide in the details? Why not be open? Well, hiding in the details is a way to get your message across without any ill intent. And because you're trying to hide how much you've actually been hurting on the inside, since you already feel like you're a burden to them anyway. And so if this is hurting you, why not just let go, right? Surely it's that simple, but it's really not. It's hard to let go of something like that. It's hard to let go of something that you've become so attached to because for the longest time it was all you had. And to quote Dr. Gary Lewandowski, we don't like to lose things that are important to us. And make no mistake, relationships are the single most important thing to you in your life. It's a source of all your best memories. It's a source of all your worst memories. And a lot of times it's honestly really hard to come to grips with the fact that you can't save that friendship anymore. You can tell them how you've been feeling, you could tell them that you miss them, that you miss the friendship, how it used to be, how everything used to be in such a good way. But unless they put in effort, nothing is going to change. So all you can really do is look back at the friendship with rose-colored glasses and remember all the good times and the good laughs you had along the way. Because you would rather look back at happy memories instead of dealing with the pain of the present. And again, it's so hard to let go. Because this friendship meant so much to you at one point. At one point, this was your only friend, or at least the only friend that you felt like you can talk to. And now that's all gone. And because it all happened so suddenly, you feel like it's your fault and you put that weight on your shoulders and you try to fix it. You try to figure out what you did, but you know the conversation won't last long enough to find out. And it eats away at you, and it continues to eat away at you until you're just a shell and you say, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And because of the memories and all the good times you shared, that person will always have a special place in your heart. But you're just not going to put in effort anymore because you can't see that it's worth it. And the main reason you're kind of ballsy enough to keep this part at the end and tell this story is because you're fairly certain that person won't stick around long enough to hear it. What's up, ladies and gents? Thanks for sticking around to the end. I know that last story was a little bit more emotional, let's just say, than the other ones that I put at the end sometimes, but it's something that I've needed to get off of my chest for a while, and this is really the only place I feel comfortable saying so. So, thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it. Subscribe today to become one of the broskis. Take it easy, y'all. Peace out.